What's going on, guys? It's your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX, and we are here right now on a Saturday, not only recording a video but uploading a video for you guys today. This one's gonna be completely different because I had this bright idea, man. I've been at home and I was contemplating yesterday. I said, you know what? I was supposed to be getting a haircut, and clearly that has not happened because my barber has been booked on booked on booked. And fellas, you know, it's a rule. We don't cheat on our barbers. Doesn't happen. And I'm like, I'm gonna be home all day tomorrow, man. What can we do to be productive? And I said, you know what? Why don't we make a video? Why don't we not only make a video, but why don't we do some weekend trading? Oh my God. Now, if you guys have been following me for a while, if you've been a part of the academy, if you're trading with me before, you know I do not trade on weekends. In fact, we have had some interesting times trading OTC before. That has absolutely just completely turned me off from the OTC game. But I said, you know what? I'm a savage, man. I got nothing to worry about. And I actually really like pocket option. I don't think pocket option is that shady as all of the other brokers out there. So I said, if there's any time that I'm going to be trading OTC, it's going to be at a time on pocket option. So today we're bringing you guys a live trading session, and the goal is to flip this account. I got $80 in one of these old accounts that I used to use. It's actually my son's account now. He trades on demo, but there's still $80 in the live. So we're gonna try to flip this 100%, bring this 80 to at least 160, and we're only giving ourselves an hour to do it. So get your popcorn ready because this is gonna be interesting. So obviously it is the weekend right now, which means I cannot use TradingView. And as you guys know, I love using TradingView to go ahead and kind of get my chart markups and my analysis, and then I implement the trade on the broker. Here's why. I'm just a firm believer that there's just so much data that you're missing out on if you solely just trade from the broker. I know people ask me all the time, hey Rico, why don't you just put all of your your markups, or why don't you just use your indicators and stuff straight from pocket option? And why do you use TradingView? And it is because, like I said, I just don't think you can get much of analysis. I mean, there's so much that you're missing data wise in terms of like being able to mark up and all that kind of stuff. But we're gonna see what we can do. I'm gonna pull up two screens here on pocket option, which is a pretty cool feature that they have. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a top to bottom or split view. Let's set up our indicators to make sure everything is good. Can't really set my indicators up the way that I actually want to set them up. We're gonna see what we can do here and make the most out of what we have, which is damn near nothing. All right, so let me just break it down for everybody that is new to the way that I trade and how I trade it. I just set up, for the most part, my 3-step setup, but really it's 2 steps because they don't have the 3rd step on pocket option. It's only available on TradingView. But 3-step setups is very simple. So I go with Bollinger Bands, I go with the stochastic oscillator. I usually get my entry point on the stochastic oscillator. And just as an additional confirmation, as you guys can see here, I added fractals to the lineup. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with fractals, we actually go over fractals and even a strategy that you can utilize with fractals in our academy. So if you're not already a part of that, definitely make sure you check that out. But we're going to be doing some weekend trading, and based off of, I guess, my analysis and what I think the market is doing, I am going to be doing some markups on the actual chart itself. We're going to be getting into some positions. Now, what we are not getting into is stocks. So we're going to stick to currencies, even though it really doesn't matter, because it is the weekend and this is not the real market anyway. But I'm gonna stick to currencies because from what I understand is that when you're trading OTC, typically the OTC prices is almost like a simulation, or like a for the most part, like an average of how that pair actually moves in the live market. So I'm gonna try to stick to currencies that I'm already familiar with. And then from there, if I'm already somewhat familiar with how they move, it might not be that much different to trade it on the weekends. Now, again, I have not traded weekends probably since like 2020, 2021. Like since I started taking binary options like serious, I just haven't seen a purpose in trading the weekends because I make all my money during the weekday. There's no point in risking it on the weekends when you really don't know what the market's doing anyway. So I haven't traded in like 2-3 years. So this is our first time on. I'm going to play some music. Actually, I'm going to put my AirPods on because I don't want to get any copyright strikes on this video. So I'm going to put my AirPods on, play some music. Got my flash, got my all natural energy drink in here. Green tea extract, all of that. And we're super lit. All right, so I think we have the first potential trade for the day, which is going to be Euro GBP. Looking for a buy. As you guys can see, the markets are moving up, creating higher lows, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, equal low, somewhat higher right here. If we get this bounce up and the stochastic cross right there, obviously we are already at the bottom Bollinger Band. So to get a nice bounce on that, I want to see at least one candle go green, and we'll enter if that's what happens. 3-minute time frame, 3-minute trades. We're gonna see how this pans out. Stochastic cross. We'll go ahead, we'll enter. I'm on the wrong fucking pair. Oh my god. You see, this is why I don't do this. All right, so Euro GBP. So we entered a position that obviously we did not mean to enter. If we clear this, that'll be freaking awesome. But I'm gonna go ahead and enter the actual one just in a bit. Actually, because of it, it did pull back. Let's go ahead and enter. Oh my god, I dig it again. Now, I do want to remind everybody, obviously we see here, Pocket Option recently added the rollover and double up feature to their platform, which I can technically use if I wanted to. But the question is do I actually want to? And being that we're trading on the weekends, I'm not going to take any extra risk. I don't see the point in taking extra risk, especially when we're not really trading here. We're just looking to have a little bit of fun. Based off of this right here, it looks like we should be getting the reaction here. Let's see if that stochastic is finally crossing. We kind of entered prematurely because the candle didn't close on the actual cross. So let's see what we can do, if we can do any more damage with this. I'm not content with taking a loss on here. Let's go check something else real quick, and then we'll come back. See, this would have been a better trade to take. This market right here is ranging. So I'll get into this when it comes up to the top and see if we can catch a sell on that. We are making our way up. It might be a good trade to actually get in right here on the stochastic bounce. I mean, on the Bollinger Band bounce. Clearly, I cannot multitask, so like trying to think and talk at the same time is not my thing, man. It's not my thing. That's why I don't do these live. And Euro GBP, thank God. You know, that is the second time, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of just pressed buy and I did not look at the currency pair that I was actually trading. It's just, I don't know, it's just so weird not using TradingView, because usually when I'm on TradingView, I know it's a completely different platform. So when I get to Pocket, I know I have to change the currency. But then when I'm looking down here, doing the markups on the bottom one that already has the currency loaded, and then I go to press buy, I completely forget to fix it on the top chart, which no bueno, papi. Yep, we're in profit of this one. This one is about to close. So Euro GBP is about to close. Euro JPY is making a move. This is the intensity of trading. Let's go ahead and enter that. I entered kind of late, which does suck. But we just closed Euro GBP, and that was a win on Euro GBP. So now we are in Euro JPY. Took a trade by accident. We ended up winning that trade. The trade that we thought we were going to win, we actually lost that one, and now we just cleared the same trade that we took the first time. We cleared with a better entry. So that one just cleared. Now we're in another position, Euro JPY. There would be no reason in the world for this to spike back up right now and take me out. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? We are about to lose. Oh my God. Euro JPY came all the way back up since when? Sway? Why would it do that? Wow! Literally just came back up and took me out of that trade. That made absolutely no sense on the last second. Oh wait, I think I won. Oh, I won! You tried to get me. You tried to get me, but you couldn't. And it's all good, cause you wouldn't. Alright, I'm on a roll. Feed me more. Feed me more. If you want to, we can supply you. Oh, look at this. Wow, this can actually be a really good pullback on Euro USD. Are we trading all Euro pairs, by the way? If we get the pullback to the middle Bollinger Band, which just so happens to be at a level, a reaction point right here. So this is resistance. If we can get the stochastic cross to happen right in this area, I'll go ahead and I'll enter that for a sale, because that would be super lit. My fractals have not been hitting. I just want to point that out there. Like, I haven't had a fractal. We have not been fractified. This is happening right now, but I don't like this to actually get into the trade. It just looks too risky to me. I don't have any confirmations aside from pretty much like support and resistance. And I know there's a lot of people that trade with just support and resistance, but that is not my thing personally, especially when you're trading binaries and you kind of have to be correct, right, within a certain period of time. You got to have the perfect entry. There's no stop loss. There's no take profit. It's not like I can be wrong and wait an hour or two for the price to start moving in my direction. Like, I have to get right now. So even though it was dropping just then, I know a lot of people probably would have jumped into that, especially if you trade MT4. You're like, oh my God, it's dropping down, right? Engulfing candle, bounce off the, whatever. Nah, not me. But we're going to see what else we can get. Maybe there might be, it looks like it's probably a ranging market. So if we can get something come down here with a buy on the stochastic, I might get into a quick buy on that. We'll see. This does look like a good reaction level down here. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Yeah. So going back in the past, you always want to look to the left to be able to, make a prediction of what happened on the right. So we got reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, reaction here, multiple reactions at this level. So I'm thinking even this area coming closer to where we're at right now in the market, I'm thinking the market comes down, hits that right there. And we're looking for either a break or a bounce. I would prefer a bounce because a bounce would mean, the market is still ranging and, I get in for a quick buy. But if it breaks, then I'll let it break, and then I want to see it come back and retest on the bottom, and I'll get in for a sell at that point. That's Euro JPY. Let's see what else we got going on. I think we might have a sell position coming up right here on Euro USD. So I'm going to wait that out. Oh my God, I got distracted and potentially missed an entry point. Literally, I was on my freaking phone. I didn't see when all of this happened. Do we wait for a pullback? Did we not wait for a pullback? Do we wait for a pullback? Do we not wait for a pullback? Let's see. I don't know why it seems like everything froze. New candle just opened. And we're gonna go in. Ah! We just entered. Euro USD, we entered for the sell. Oh, we didn't. I clicked the wrong one. I clicked the $1 one. Woo! All right, we are now officially in. See, this is why you don't trade without your glasses. I had clearly. All right, so we have 3 positions open, 2 of them being $1, and one of them is the actual trade that we were looking to get in. So hopefully all 3 of them clear, because if all 3 of them clear, that would be amazing. Markets are going against your boy. It's all good. It's all good, because I'm confident in my analysis. TrustYourTrade.com. So far, so good. So we look like we're about to clear another position. This is Euro USD. We got in for a sell. I was in my zone. I was on my phone listening to some music. And then I remember, if you guys don't know, I got some major ADD problems. But I got back in my zone and we entered the trade. And as you guys can see, some deep profits coming in right now. One just cleared. That was one of the $1 ones that cleared. Main position just cleared. Awesome. So if you guys don't understand what I'm doing right now, it's 2 steps from the 3-step setup. Okay, so 2 steps from the 3-step setup, and then using a little bit of support and resistance, and kind of like just market structure overall. So looking to see where the market is going, looking for those higher highs, the lower lows. Right here, I see the trend has shifted from, back here, markets was pushing up. It started ranging a bit in this area, moving sideways. But I see after this higher high right here, we are moving up. Look, higher low, higher low, higher low. And then boom, comes up, creates this higher high. So this is the highest high that's over here, right? Boom, and then immediately drops, comes all the way down here, retests this level onto the bottom. So once I see the retest on the bottom, I see where we're at. We're at the middle Bollinger Band. We have the stochastic cross, and it's at or near that overbought area. Now remember, if it's in a downtrend, I always tell you guys, if the markets are in a downtrend, you are not going to see a very big overbought push. It just doesn't make sense. The market is not going to be overbought if it is pushing down. So what I seen was, even though it didn't go all the way to the overbought area, we had multiple other confirmations for the big drop. So I went ahead and based off of that stochastic cross, I entered on the next candle, which just so happened to be when I snapped out of it. All right, so far we have taken this account from $80 to 111 in about 27, I think like 27 minutes, somewhere around there. Almost 30 minutes, put it like that. So in about almost 30 minutes, we took it from $80 to 111, trading 10. We started with 10%. Now we're doing 15% on that last trade. So trading about 10 to 50% of the total account per position, which is really not too bad, especially if you have a little bit more in your account. Obviously, I'm on the low end right now, so it's a little risky. Trading weekends is also risky. So, I mean, who's really Who's really looking? All right, cool. So Euro GBP actually did do what we thought. It broke down. So now all we're waiting for is a retest back up to the bottom side of this green line right here. If you're following along, retest that back up to the bottom side of the green. Stochastic should be around that overbought area, and we're getting across down. So that's what we're looking for Euro GBP. I don't know. It's tempting, but nah, this candle's too big for me. It's too big for me. It kind of makes me nervous to get into that, because I feel like that could be the whole move. Like, it could bounce up right in this area. If we were to take, you know what? I don't think we need to risk it. I just don't think we need to risk it. RockStarrFX is coming out now. RockStarrFX is coming out, taking it a little bit more serious. You know, taking it a little bit more serious. Oh, I think this is ready. This might be ready for the push up. We do have a nice stochastic cross, but I see the pullback on this candle. I'm thinking this candle is going to pull back, and the next one is probably going to shoot up. It's like this might be. I don't like how this is not moving. That's what's kind of getting me right now. I have major trust issues with OTC. I don't even know why I have such big trust issues with OTC, because I don't trade OTC. But it's just something sketchy about it, man. It's not the real markets. And if it's, I mean, you know, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't dwell on it too much. Don't dwell on it too much, Reek. Let's keep it moving. Oh, we're making our way back up. Euro GBP is looking lit. We're making our way back. I'm excited about this one. So you see the demeanor between the... Listen. I'm excited about this one. The last one, I wasn't even... Like, I was almost scared. I was sad because I wasn't sure. And trades like that, you want to stay away from. So let that be a lesson, okay? I'm excited about this one. So we're going to wait for Euro GBP. So we're going to wait for markets to come down a little bit more. I'm somewhat excited about this as well. This looks more like a ranging market. We got a nice little area, buy area down here at the bottom. So if market drops down a little bit more to that area there, we got the stochastic cross up. That's good. So far we got, let's see, I think it's Euro GBP and Euro JPY. Looking good. By the way, guys, if you make it this far in the video and you're still watching with me, wondering if I'm going to be able to flip this weekend account, you might as well drop a thumbs up on this, share it out with anyone you think might enjoy it as well, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because that's what keeps me going. It gets me excited to do these kind of stuff, you know, make these videos, have some fun with it, and grow the channel, man. I'm trying to smack 100K. Oh my God, I think we got a premature... Oh, it might not be premature. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. I think it's making its move before I want it to make its move, but it could be okay if... It could actually be a good bounce here. I wouldn't say that's necessarily premature. We're just going to wait a little bit, because, like, we want to see the candle actually close. So that's the thing, right? So I can't get excited for a quick bounce up. I need to see the stochastic cross and that candle close. That's what we look for. So not one or the other. We need simultaneously. See, whenever you have a nice big engulfing like that, the next candle usually pulls back a little bit. I'm thinking it's going to pull back a little bit closer to where the candle before closed. So when that happens, this could be an opportunity to get in for a better, or it could just not be the right time to get in at all. And that's what we're waiting for. You got to remember, it pays to wait. Boom. I just did it. I didn't think about it. Because that's the thing too. I mean, when you have your analysis, when you got your setup ready and you're hesitating too much, you either just pull the trigger or you don't, right? And that's the thing with binary options, is that you have to learn, like, you know, trust your trade, man. Trustyourtrade.com. My analysis was good. My thought process was there. My psyche was good. I said, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's going to be pushing up. And I even said it before it happened. It's going to pull back. That's what it did. So I can't get nervous on the pullbacks and then question if it's actually reversing. If I think it's going to happen, just go for it, and that's it. And I think that's where a lot of people actually go wrong with their trading, is that it's that fear of losing, right? It's that fear of losing the money, not clearing the trade, and thinking you're doing something wrong and all of that. Once you remove the fear of loss, once you remove that emotional attachment to the trade, you will clear so much more. Man, hesitation kills a lot of accounts. You got to get them before they get you. Yep, that thing is going to the moon. Wow. You know, it still blows my mind how people can consider this like guessing or like gambling. Like, there's no skill that's involved. There's obviously skill that's involved. We've been seeing me on these charts today, and even on the weekend, just based off how I trade, based off my analysis, based off of what I look for, we are still slapping the markets even on the weekend. And if that doesn't say a lot, I mean, I'm trying to give hope. to some of you newer traders here that are still questioning and still wondering if you can do it, if you can see success in it, it's really not that hard. I mean, if I can grow an $80 account to where it's at now, let's see, we're about to clear in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, boom. We're at 126 now. So out of 8 trades, we only lost once. All right, let's keep it rocking. See what we can do. We might have another entry coming right here. USD JPY, let's go. Yup, I want to see a stochastic cross. So let me go ahead. We're gonna check a different pair out. Just maybe we can possibly get more than one entry, you know, at the same time. But both Euro USD and Euro JPY, we're getting that retest that we were looking for right here. Awesome. So that's 2 potential entries right now. And you know, it kind of scares me sometimes to get into both of them because I kind of feel like I'm rushing a little bit. So we're gonna see. I might not get into both of them, even though they're both setting up. I might not get into both of them. I might look at them and kind of analyze and see which one I believe is the stronger trade to take. See, this is making this move already. That kind of makes me nervous. I don't like that. I don't like that. You know why I don't like it? Because then that means that the stochastic cross is going to happen on the next candle. And if it happens on the next candle, then I have to wait for that candle to close. And by the time that candle closes, we'll probably be at this bottom level right here, kind of at the support, which again is too close to entry. I want to have some nice distance away from my entries. Euro USD, in my opinion, and it could be wrong, right? We never know 100%, but Euro USD, in my opinion, is looking like the stronger position in this example. It's looking like if I'm looking at this, I would take Euro USD over USD JPY. Look at this, USD JPY is pushing back up. So we're gonna focus on this for a little bit. I'll even start to get ready for possible entry on Euro USD. We got the, let's see. I want to see it pull back a little bit. Come on. No. All right, boom. All right, so I went ahead and entered on Euro USD. We're already in that. There's nothing we can do about that at this point. So let me go ahead and check the other one, Euro JPY. Nope, it closed green and it is now pushing up. This is where it's starting to get intense because I'm at the point now where you guys know I don't like to trade for too long. So I'm at the point now where we're approaching about an hour of me kind of on the charts, you know, sitting here, getting up, so on and so forth. But we're approaching an hour, and that's usually my cutoff time. But we have not hit our goal yet. So I still am trying to get that 100% in 1 hour. Because, look, I always tell people, look, here's the thing, right? The money doesn't matter. Here's why. If I can do 100% in an hour on an $80 account, then I can do 100% in an hour on a $500 account and bring that 500 to 1,000. I can do 100% in an hour on a $1,000 account, bring that 1,000 to 2,000. I can do 100% in an hour on a 5,000 account, bring that 5,000 to 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people it's not really the money. Like, you shouldn't focus on the money. Focus on the growth. Focus on the consistency. If you can just consistently do something, which in this case is just win, you can consistently win, making the money will always come, is my point. And hopefully that makes sense. 3, 2, 1. Ah! Man, that was a little sketchy. That was a little sketchy. But we got it. All right. So now let's go ahead. Let's get back into it. We got USD JPY that could be making its move right now. Something that we've been watching for the last few candles, and this might be it. At this point, this might be it. We got the stochastic. All right, I'm in. Fuck it. I'm in. It pulled back to what I believe is probably gonna be the highest that it pulls back. If it continues to go above here, then I lost the trade. I don't think it's gonna come back down. Right here at this top point is probably going to be the highest that it comes if it does. But if it breaks that top point, then we took an L. So we are in this trade right now. Literally 55 seconds left on the trade. And literally, if you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me pull it up. Look at this. What are the odds of this? So there's about 45 seconds left on the trade. There's literally about 45 seconds left on my timer as well for the 1 hour. And I think this might be the trade that brings us up to 100% if we clear it. So this is intense right now, man. Hopefully y'all feeling this with me. It's getting real. Oh, let's go. Can we do it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ah! We too live, baby. We too live. Oh. Sheesh, I did it. 100% growth. in exactly 1 hour. I know it wasn't a lot of money, but it doesn't matter. It was 100% growth in an hour. Come on, do y'all see all greens on the screen? Stop playing with me. It is Saturday, baby. We trading on the weekends for the first time in about 3 years. Absolutely smack the charts as always. I mean, it's not like I expected anything different. But if you can do 100% on an $80 account, you can do 100% on an $800 account, on an $8,000 account, on an $800,000 account. 100% is 100%. And I did this today, and we uploading it today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you haven't done so already, click the video on the screen where I talk about the steps that you need to take to become a full-time Forex trader. There's only 5 steps. Check it out. This is your boy Rico, aka RockStarrFX. I'm out. Peace.